This is the Week 13 fantasy football preview of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Carolina Panthers. Brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 13, Buccaneers and Panthers fans. Buccaneers been sliding a little bit. We know they've been dinged up with injuries, but hoping to get back on track and get back to 500. Panthers on a little bit of a roll. I know they've lost some close ones, but they certainly have not been rollover teams either. Tampa Bay Buccaneers smashed the Giants on the road. Baker Mayfield has a pretty good day, 300 yards, but no touchdowns. Mike Evans comes back with 9 fantasy points on 5 catches. We'll see more of him later. Rashaad White gets 11 fantasy points with 1 ground score. Bucky Irving, on the other hand, over 140 yards and a score. I think they're going to play the hot hand, so we'll see a lot more of Irving coming up. Cade Otton, only 1 catch for 30 yards. Carolina Panthers lose in overtime against the Chiefs. So close. Bryce Young, respect, getting 263 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers, 20 yards on the ground. Chuba Hubbard has himself a pretty good day, given that only 58 yards, but he got a score and a 2-point conversion. Xavier Legette, 8 fantasy points on 4 catches. Adam Thielen comes back, 7 fantasy points on 3 catches. We'll see more of him as well. David Moore. This is probably the most I've talked about the Panthers all year, by the way. David Moore, 17 fantasy points, 6 catches, 81 yards. He's making himself relevant with that score as well. Buccaneers are a pretty good road favorite, but I like the over-under, 46.5. Got Mayfield, Evans, Irving, Rashaad White, Cade Otton. So I mentioned Irving and White. So it is a split backfield, but they usually spread it around pretty good. Irving does have a hot hand, so I think we're going to give the favor to Irving. Certainly, you're going to play Evans, but Otton, we know tight ends are very much boom bust, but not a bad play either. Panthers defense in the last 3 games held the Chiefs to 30. I don't know if held is the right word, but certainly they made it a good game. They held the Giants to 17 and the Saints to 22. You take the 5 sacks out of the Kansas City game, which is kind of crazy. 3 sacks, 2 picks against the Giants, a lot of damage against the Giants. So without that, they don't turn it over too much. Buccaneers are going to have themselves a 4-touchdown day, I call it. Let's give Irving a touchdown, Evans 2 touchdowns, and let's have Mayfield run in 1 as well. Carolina Panthers, you have Bryce Young, Hubbard, Thielen, Moore, Legette. Again, probably the most fantasy forecasts I've had for the Panthers all year. Now, let's talk about the defense, though. The Bucs have a sneaky good defense. They held the Giants to 7, the Niners to 23, and 30 against Kansas City. So similar in terms of the Chiefs, 11 sacks, and that's spread out across 3 games. So they will pressure Bryce Young. He's going to have to play smart. He's going to not turn over the ball. Let's give Hubbard a touchdown. Let's give Thielen a touchdown, and maybe let's do a coin flip between Moore and Legette. 3 touchdowns. I'm saying it. I can't believe I am, but let's give the Panthers 3 touchdowns in a fun game. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 13. God bless.